now that we've established that you're a perma bull, right, I'm going to talk about one theme that you're most bullish about, and that is crypto AI. Like, I'm going to assume that is true, right? Delphi has sort of like become synonymous with funds who've been investing in crypto AI. Personally, what I am most interested about in crypto AI is that when it comes to like DeFi, right, core DeFi, the education arc is sort of long, right? When it comes to, let's say, like our parents, our grandparents, right, the broader retail audience, for me to explain them DeFi pools, everything, that's going to take some time. But for AI, all of this hard work is being taken care by OpenAI, ChatGPT, Google, Meta, everyone, right? So all that's left right now is like these consumer AI apps that can basically get everyone use crypto for capital formation, right?
Yeah.
So that's my personal stand. What is your thing that you're most bullish on when it comes to crypto AI?
Yeah, one thing on your note, because I really like the way you frame that, because I think what you've seen with all these big companies, Robinhood, et cetera, coming in, is like, I think you're finally seeing the move from speculation to like people saving money on crypto.
Right.
So I think that is just massive. What that means basically is like, the things that people are doing, the things that people are building may look more boring to the D10 crowd. I think that's like totally fine.
Yeah.
You need that to happen. So I think that's awesome, and I do think AI will play a big role in that, for sure. We were pretty early to this, which again, like, the sector has come, gone, whatever the fuck, people might be bearish on it now.
Yeah.
I think it's very bad to be bearish. It's gonna come back, like, I think much quicker than people expect.
I'm completely with you on this, because I feel we've just like scratched the surface when we saw crypto AI, right? Like, we haven't
100%.
seen any of the tech that we were promised,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The crypto AI that we deserve is yet to come, right?
100%, and I think like, crypto AI really had a month or a quarter, October, November, December last year, right? I think what's crazy to think about is like, go back and look at where the models were at that point. Like, they've multiplied.
Yeah.
And people are throwing crypto AI out the window and thinking that nothing's gonna happen here. That's like the dumbest take. I just don't even entertain that take, honestly. So yeah, I think there is gonna be a lot of useful stuff and a lot of cool stuff built. Where we've invested in, again, like, we have people like Tommy on our team, Can, Pondering Duran, who's leading our intelligence division. These guys are obviously much, much fucking deeper than I am. It's way above my pay grade. But like, I think, for me, the way that I, underwrote a lot of the investments we did there was I had zero idea where value was gonna accrue.
Yeah.
All I knew was I thought this intersection was gonna be super valuable, and I wanted to back the best teams in this intersection.
Yeah.
So whether that was in decentralized trading, whether that was in inference, whether that was in consumer apps, I wanted to back the best founders building in these verticals. So, that's kind of like was my part of the thesis. On that journey, we met a lot of interesting founders that taught me a lot, and are still teaching me to this day, like, the news guys, obviously. But yeah, I think like, for me, I think that is a vertical that like it pays to, pay attention to. And like, you always wanna, everything is consensus in crypto because there's money to be made, so people front run these narratives very quickly. You're not gonna get another Axie because like Axie came and people were like caught off guard, and no one's gonna be caught off guard ever again.
100%.
So when, something like crypto AI is kind of laughed at and scoffed at is actually when you want to be paying attention the most.
Yeah.
So I think, there's going to be something there. I, was on Thread Guy last week, and, when I was talking through it, I didn't think about it that much, but like I was talking through it and I was like, oh yeah, like I'm sure next year there's going to be a big wave. And then I kind of like, took back my answer. I was like, no, fuck that. Why next year? I think by the end of this year, you're going to see another like resurgence in crypto AI. I hope I'm right. I could be totally wrong. Don't invest, NFA. But yeah, I think, momentum and everything changes very quickly. Yeah, like, people will hop on the bandwagon fucking like that.
No, 100%. Like, it's interesting that you mentioned that at the time you were not sure about where the value accrual is going to happen, because this year...
I'm still not, by the way.
So this year there was this Sequoia Accent program where all these partners come together, and they've been showing stats about how during the cloud and mobile wave, right, like the most value that was accrued was not at the infra level, but at the consumer app level, right? And they sort of like predict the same wave to happen with consumer AI apps, right? And honestly, that's why like personally I'm placing like my bets there, and even with like CapEx, that is the focus, right?
100%.
But yeah, Delphi Intelligence, right? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so and one thing on the app layer, like my partner Jose believes that same thesis. So one thing that we just talked about on Bankless last week was like how we think a lot of people think like ChatGPT wrappers are like the dumbest investment ever.
Yeah.
We kind of disagree. I agree with Jose on this point. I think there's like going to be a lot of value created there just from the customization, going from like there's an app for that to there's an app for you, and I think ChatGPT wrappers are going to be like a big part of that.